Man, what a game, what a game, what a game. Raptors win in overtime over the OKC Thunder 123-114. Man, that was a sick game. Raptors were without Kyle Lowry in this one, who's still injured, but Serge Ibaka did come back. And honestly, that was a huge boost for the Raptors because then you didn't have to play Eric Moreland minutes. And Serge Ibaka fortifies that bench center and just guards the rim and just deterred a lot of shots and made the OKC Thunders think twice before going into the rim. But the Raptors did a great job just defending and passing the ball around. The ball movement was fantastic, especially in that starting lineup. It was just fizzing around. 7 assists in that first quarter. The team was just playing selfless. The basketball was humming. The open shots were there. And wide open threes for the Raptors all game long. But the Raptors played amazing defense and amazing offense for 3 quarters. And an NBA game is 4 quarters. And the Raptors in that 4th quarter just did not bring it. The Raptors went away from what was working earlier on. The ball wasn't fizzing. And OKC picked up their defensive intensity. And the Raptors became more stagnant. Tough shot after tough shot. And as a result of that, OKC won that 4th quarter 32-18, forcing overtime. Raptors had a chance to seal the game, just couldn't hit the shots down the stretch. Whether it was Kawhi Leonard or VanVleet took a contested one-handed layup over 2 guys that just airballed. And honestly, it was just a tough shot. Either way, Kawhi Leonard did pass it up to VanVleet. I thought VanVleet was going to take that jumper initially, but Schroeder closed him off well and forced him to drive and forced him into a bad shot. Raptors had a second opportunity to win the game and seal it, and they gave it to Pascal Siakam, who's having a monster game. 33 points, absolutely beasting in this game. They had no answer for him. Morris couldn't guard him. They didn't want to put Westbrook because he's too small, and Paul George was in foul trouble all game long, so you couldn't put him on him anymore. And he just feasted inside and outside. But Pascal Siakam drove in and then he drew a charge. Shoulder in the right place at the right time and then forced a turnover. OKC had an opportunity to win the game with a Westbrook deep 3, but that airballed. But honestly, the refs were kind of funky in this one. A lot of charges called against the Raptors, offensive fouls. And it seemed like in that 4th quarter, the game was just being swung onto OKC's side. But you know what? The Raptors overcame that and dominated that overtime. They won the overtime 13-4. They came out and they hit them where it hurts. They attacked inside and then the ball was fizzing around. Marcus on the starting lineup is looking excellent. The ball movement is fantastic, and you just put Marcus on the elbow and let him make the decisions. His passing is pinpoint, on point, and led to multiple layup attempts, especially in that overtime. And Danny Green is a recipient of tons of great passes from him as well, as the Raptors dominated. But key problems in this game were obvious in this one. One, the Raptors got absolutely destroyed on the rebounds. Whether it was Steven Adams or Russell Westbrook, their activity on the glass killed the Raptors and forced this game into an overtime. Second, Raptors got to keep the ball moving because without that, this team, without Lowry, doesn't have enough firepower to compete with a team that has 2 probably superstars. Third, your bench. Your bench only had 18 points today and OKC probably had like 32. You got to get your bench to defend well or score. And honestly, it's kind of like a chemistry issue because Serge Ibaka just came back. Now Jeremy Lin's running the second unit again because VanVleet's running the first unit, the starting unit. But it just wasn't there. Norman Powell was trying to force a couple things here and there. It was just got to play it patiently. But honestly, as a team, the bench got to do a better job getting better looking shots. Though the numbers don't show that the Raptors did win the rebounding battle, but as you can see by the shot attempts, the Thunder had 17 more shot attempts in this game. And the Raptors were actually doing a great job on rebounding, except in that 4th quarter where they just let it go. And Honestly, Marcus Smart does a great job keeping Steven Adams on the boards. The rest of the team's got to box out Westbrook or Jeremy Grant, who's attacking the boards hard. Raptors got to do a better job of doing that. But the offensive execution and the defensive help, everybody was just helping each other, and the switching and the rotation was fantastic. Honestly, for the first 3 quarters, I was like saying, this is the championship level team right here. The way they were playing, that intensity and the execution on the offensive end, it was fantastic to see. Just wish Kyle Lowry comes back healthy. It's been reported that he's going to miss the other game on Friday against OKC, where he's going to sit out. But honestly, I'm going to be at that game, and hopefully the Raptors replicate this game that they had today. Paul George fouling out in this game in regulation is what really caused OKC to struggle in that fourth quarter, in that overtime I mean. But man, did Russell Westbrook carry this team. 42 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Absolute monster tonight. He shot above 50%, even had 5 or 6 threes in this game. 8 turnovers is expected since he holds the basketball for most of the game, but those stats are just ginormous. He was hitting everything tonight, as the Raptors had no answer to slow him down. But you know what? The Raptors overcame that, and a solid win. Got to get back to their winning ways, this Raptor team, as Philadelphia is making a push up the standings, and the Bucks have suffered a couple injuries to Mirotic and Brogdon, so they might be falling as well. But the Raptors, great win, and honestly, move on to the next one, guys. Until next time, peace. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time, deuces.